So today we're going to be going over some of the best bank accounts for small businesses. Now, the first one on this list you can see here is Novo Bank. Now, this is a bank I actually recently switched over to and started using myself and really actually enjoy it. It's easy to use. It's entirely free, has no cost for you. They do allow for easy transfers in and out of the system through ACH, mail checks, or even wired transfers. You can apply in just a few minutes. There are no fees. I haven't gotten charged any fees. And of course, it is FDIC insured, which is going to be the same for all the banks we're talking about here today. And then, of course, it is mainly functioning online, just something to keep in mind for anybody that is needing maybe a little bit more one-on-one or in-person usage. This one's not going to be there for you, but that is going to have so many great features. Now, as we continue on with this list, I'll have links to all of these banks in the show notes down below. Some of those links that do help support out the channel financially, but it does also get you right to these home pages and gets you more free content just like this. Now, next up on this list is going to be with Axios Bank. This is going to be a great small business bank account for a lot of people. You're able to access it, of course, 24/7, 100% online. And you can see here, you actually can get a $100 bonus as of this recording. Obviously, that can definitely change, so keep that in mind. You do, of course, get your free business checking account right here. And you can see there is zero maintenance fees, zero monthly minimum balances required. You get free checks for your first 50, which is really great. And then you also get free ATM reimbursements as well. Now, the only downside with this bank is that you do need a $1,000 minimum to open up the account, but that shouldn't be too big of a problem for most business owners, as we do need some money in our accounts to start functioning through our purchases and expenses. Now, next up on this list is going to be with Radius. And so with Radius right over here, you can see you can actually earn up to 1.5% cash back when using the card, which is really great because now you're getting some money back for using your card. And then you can see here, of course, you got your online accounts being able to be opened up in 10 minutes or less. So if you need a quick way to start up a business checking account, you can do that. You got unlimited transactions. So I know a lot of traditional banks use it where after a certain X amount of transactions, they do charge you, which is in my eyes crazy, but here you can see there are no penalties or fees. And then of course you actually get a little bit of an APY on your balances for $5,000 and up. It's not a lot, but hey, a little bit of money is better than nothing if it's just sitting there. You also get your free ATM withdrawals, and then of course everything is mainly gone through with the app. Now, next up is going to be Lily. Now, Lily, I haven't personally used, but I've been reading a lot more about it. And it's really cool because of, as you can see here, it's actually designed for freelancers. So a lot of people like myself and others who are maybe, freelancers that just kind of work for themselves and, want to make sure that they have everything set up in place. So the really nice thing is you can see here there are no account fees and no minimum balances, which is really important. So it's a free checking account. You get your debit card as well. They do give you really nice financial insights, and then you of course get your expense management, which is really unique to them as well too. And I think that's why they cater to a lot of the freelancers. You do get a tax bucket, which is cool. So that way, if you want to make sure you're keeping money aside for taxes exclusively, essentially we'll keep it in there for you. And you get an expense report, which is really nice. Can save you a lot of time come tax season. So just something to keep in mind when going through that process. Now, next up is going to be Brex. Now, Brex I've just started learning a little bit more about, but you can see here they have a lot of different functionalities for a lot of different places in the industry. So one really cool thing is you get your business account, you get a credit card if you want to, instant payouts. You also get really cool rewards. You get your spending controls, your expense tracking, and you also get your bill pay and integrations with like QuickBooks, Gusto, payroll, and a whole bunch of other services as well. Now, like I mentioned, the checking that they have here, actually the credit cards, I should say, they have two different functionalities. But the really cool thing is for a lot of business owners with the credit cards is that it's actually under the business's credit report and not your personal. A lot of business credit cards sometimes go under your personal, where this is all under the business's credit instead of yours, which is really nice. So something to keep in mind if you're trying to build credit, you can look at Brex, but there's all these great options that you can start getting into for your business account. As I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna have a link for all of these different banks in the show notes down below. Some of them support out the channel, other ones just get you right into the home page, but keep in mind any bonuses that they might have. Just make sure you follow through to get those bonuses and get started with your business banking account. Now, what I want you to do is actually click on this next video right over here. This is going to go over a little bit more in detail with Novo Bank, which is the bank that I personally use on a regular basis with my small business. My name is Dennis, and I'll see you in that next video.